But when it comes to jumping up and down balconies, this is definitely a stuntman's job.
Là en fait, là c'est Momo qui a pris la place de l'acteur principal, parce que c'est une petite scène un peu à danger. Et donc le truc qu'il y a, c'est qu'il doit partir en fait de l'aération, sauter sur la barre, mais juste avec un seul pied, donc c'est une toute petite barre, faut bien viser. Et de la barre arriver sur le toit et ensuite au sol. Là c'est le premier personnage de la poursuite, ensuite il y a ceux de derrière qui vont aussi intervenir.
Okay guys, this is a rehearsal with the jump. 3, 2, 1, action!
Although this sequence was planned and rehearsed well in advance, a camera rehearsal is necessary.
Okay, cut a rehearsal.
In the stunt industry these days, safety cables like this one are commonly used. With the advancements in digital technology, they can be easily erased from the scene in post-production.
Bon, t'as vu tourner au sol, mais c'est bien parce que du coup ça cache.
But where Momo and Cyril come from, it's a whole different ballgame. Cyril and his friends are considered some of the original creators of parkour, an urban phenomenon that originated in Paris a few years ago and quickly spread all over the world.
Nous, notre style qui est plus acro-street, urbain, c'est-à-dire vraiment faire des acrobaties impressionnantes et difficiles, sans matelas, sans rien, d'un toit à un autre, dans un décor complètement réel, c'est-à-dire ou la rue, ou dans une forêt, ou n'importe où.
With his friend David Bell, who eventually co-starred with him in the acclaimed movie District B13, Cyril was the first to post some of these videos on the internet. Just a few years later, free runners from across the world now contribute to the development of this new discipline by sharing videos of their own on the World Wide Web.
Et tout d'un coup, les jeunes ont complètement se sont accaparés et le parcours et l'acro-street. Ils ont fait des mix et il y en a partout.
And in the movie Tekken, there will be parkour and acro street in the ghetto of Anvil.
All right, so let's light those fires and let's get going, man.
Momo, you ready? 3, 2, 1, action!
Allez, allez, allez!
Good.
Recalcule ton pas, Momo, parce que là...
Right from the start, this gigantic set was specifically designed to accommodate the most demanding free runners.
Well, this is the first time I've worked with Cyril and Momo, but I'd seen their work before on YouTube and everything, so I knew the sort of style of what they did and the sort of structures they used back and forth. So, for instance, when we put all this great ductwork up, they took a look at it and it was like, oh, well, that would be perfect. We put a car under there, jump up on the car, get up on this, add a few more pieces, and then we really get to use the whole set, which is great fun, and that's why it's there. So, kind of a little jungle gym for all of our guys to play around with and use as much as possible.
Great. And cut. Very nice. Good job, yeah.
After this perfect take, it's a wrap for today, and the set breaks for the rest of the night. Tomorrow, both units will pick up just where they left off. It's a new day of shooting on the set of the movie Tekken. On the schedule this morning, another segment of the final fight between hero Jin Kazama and his opponent, defending champion Yoshimitsu. Actor John Fu, who's playing Jin, is definitely an outstanding martial artist. But today, the fight is getting more acrobatic, so some help will be appreciated.
Là, c'est la partie cascade. C'est-à-dire toutes les parties où il y a un peu des câbles, des cascades un peu dangereuses, on va les faire maintenant. On va se relayer en fait. Dès qu'il est un peu fatigué, moi je vais à sa place. S'il y a un truc dangereux, je le fais à sa place aussi.
La doublure intervient vraiment quand il y a un risque. Pourquoi? Parce que même si l'acteur pouvait le faire de lui-même, on ne peut pas se permettre qu'il se blesse sur une séquence parce qu'après tout le monde, le film est terminé. Donc dès qu'on sent que c'est ce qu'on appelle borcade, c'est-à-dire limite, on fait intervenir la doublure qui va prendre les risques vraiment à sa place. Et c'est un peu vache comme truc parce que quelque part il a le droit de se blesser, mais pas l'acteur principal.
While every department on set prepares for the scene, stuntman Gary Stearns gets ready once again to become defending champ Yoshimitsu.
We're gonna do we got a few wire gags on it, and the one I'm gonna do is it's just I'm gonna do like, he gives me a little toss, and I'll do a triple wrap, which the wires wrap around me in 3 rotations. Then that's where I land, and we'll go pick up right where I kick him. And then there's another one where I slam John over to the ground.
For the wardrobe department, creating costumes that would stay true to the characters of the video game was a major challenge.
Yeah.
A virtual fighter is one thing, but practicality is another. The suits needed to have a certain look, but they also had to respond to the needs of the fighters on set.
Obviously, this is a bigger outfit, so we have room to, put harnesses and stuff, but working on the other shows, everybody wants to design a sleek, small costume, and then you obviously have bulges and stuff, so we try to find a happy medium, we try to...
Bigger's better for us.
Yeah, exactly.
The more room we have to move and put, pads and stuff underneath, depending on what we're doing, the better it is, so yeah. So I love this part of the costume, it's great. Just, the other part's a little more restricting because it's a little bit heavier, but, it's the character, so it looks awesome. A lot of this smooth or spiral stuff, which we couldn't do a lot, but that's why I'm trying to do the double wire wrap, stuff like that, just to put a little more spin stuff into it, because that's like his patented moves.
On you, okay, in the chest.
Okay, I'll see you guys over there.
Like most of the stunts in the movie industry, a successful wire wrap is, in the first place, the result of a team effort. Mike Lee is a stunt rigger and stuntman himself. As Gary will be attached to one end of this wire, Mike will be looking after the other end. Right on cue, he'll need to lift Gary up, so the wire, wrapped around Gary's abdomen, will unroll and make him spin 3 times in the air before landing in a perfect position.
3, 2, 1, go. Oh, trouble.
There you go. Nice.
3, 2, 1, go.
After a few rehearsals, synchronization is getting close to perfection. But with his mask on, Gary can't rely on any visual references while spinning in the air. Add this to the delicate challenge of landing on these steps, and you've got quite a demanding stunt.
If we can stick the landing, it's going to be awesome.
Be Mark.
Okay.
A stuntman interrupting a scene like that leaves no doubt. Gary is hurt. Something went wrong on the landing, and one of his legs seems to be in bad shape.
Go rest it for a second.
Normally I could spot the ground to land it, even though it was on steps, it's still been difficult. It's pretty much a blind landing. So when I came down, I really tried to lock the landing and just kind of overextended a little bit. And as soon as I hit, I thought, I feel like I almost broke it, to be truly honest with you.
This quick medical check reveals that Gary strained his knee badly, but luckily, no bones are broken. Normally, this type of injury would call for a week of rest. But in the stunt business, injuries are simply part of the game. The final fight of the Iron Fist tournament is not over, and Gary is determined to finish the job.
I knew that once I had it checked out, it wasn't a tear or anything like that. It was just a strain. So I knew that I felt comfortable, just even though it might be a little pain barrier, but that I was game for it. Went over, kind of had to walk it off a little bit. Yeah. There's been a lot of times where stuntmen have been injured or stuff like that, where they just stepped up and knocked it out again, because that's your job. If you're not broken, you can do it again. So just kind of suck it up and throw it out there again.
Just do the last turn.
Okay, great.
Do the last turn right in the frame. Okay, ready?
By shooting the landing from this camera angle, the director secures the option of editing it in continuity with the triple twist. For Gary, this is a good way to test his knee. But he will not be satisfied unless he can do the whole sequence all at once, as it was originally planned. This time, though, Gary will only be given one take